What's up, guys? It's Brian from Hashware Hub. It's about 9:21 p.m. Eastern Time. It's August 19, 2018, and I'm back. Well, maybe we'll see. The cough is gone, and I'm in excellent health. So those that were worried about that was obviously that was not the cause. But yeah, so you're not dreaming, or it could be a nightmare, but you're not dreaming. This is me talking. I cannot thank everybody enough for all of the amazing support, the words of support and wisdom, and a lot of the emails that I've gotten, and a lot of the comments on all the various different platforms that we're on and stuff like that, mainly YouTube and DTube, Steemit. Those are really the only three places we are. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. I've tried to read as much of it as I possibly can. Was not expecting for this to last as long as this, or for me to have as little time as I did for, I guess, the past 4 months. I think we ended sometime in like April. Yes, did kind of fall off the grid there for quite some time, and my apologies there, but I felt somewhat comfortable in doing it for a few different reasons. One reason is I think I did a fairly okay job kind of showing you guys at least the way in which we go about trading and stuff like that. And the second thing is I don't take a dime for any of this, really. I know some people have made some small donations and stuff like that to our cause and stuff like that, with the addresses that we post down below and stuff like that, and I cannot be thankful enough for that. Very, very humbling. But at the same time, as I had always had mentioned in the past, I do have a quote unquote day job. And that basically consists of me being an entrepreneur. And I have various different businesses and interests and investments and things along those lines in various different industries and stuff. And a few of those apps actually took off, and that is the reason why I was off the grid, so to speak, because a few of those had taken off so much to the extent where I literally had no time for anything else. Basically working 11, 12 o'clock at night every single night, 6-7 days a week, and adding family on top of that left basically nothing. Left nothing left over for me. I mean, I had no free time at all. So I'm slowly kind of crawling out of that now, and would like to get back involved in this, in the sense of trying to make some sort of videos, some sort of trading videos, something that would be useful to the community, like I always had wanted to do. And quite honestly, it was my wife that kept on bringing this up. The one that's probably forfeited the most with me going ahead and doing these videos was the one that was most forceful in saying, you got to get back at it. You gotta continue to do what you were doing, and a lot of people got a lot of great value at it and stuff, out of it and stuff like that. So, yeah, she kind of pushed me to do this, and I obviously pushed myself because I value greatly the relationships that that I've formulated throughout doing this, and I really love giving information to the community. So we're going to continue doing YouTube. We're going to be doing DTube and Steemit. What I'm going to ask is, well, let me roll back for a second here. But the bitrate. Would you look at that? What I'm going to do is I'm not going to be able to do it as frequently as I had been in the past. I don't foresee my schedule opening up anytime soon, especially considering the fact that this is basically all done for free. And I've gotten a lot of offers over the past few months, from personal investors, both high net worth investors, all the way down, to kind of to the normal person, and to go ahead and not only trade on people's behalf, but also to provide videos that they would pay quite a healthy sum for. And I declined everything. Even thinking about possibly doing something private where it would be a subscriber base. A lot of people have tried to get me to do that too. So I turned down all of that, and I felt the best way to go about doing things, at least right now, is this way. If I feel that I cannot do a sufficient job in doing, in other words, doing the right thing with the frequency or the lack of frequency of putting these videos out, I may look to possibly do something where it would be a very, very small fee for much more regular, regular paced or a regular frequency video. But it would be a very, very, very small fee that any investor would be able to take on if they were looking to invest. I don't have any plans on doing it right now at all. I don't even know how I would structure it or anything else like that. But really, when it comes down to it with a lot of these things is, the almighty dollar. So yes, I'm doing it for free, and I'm doing it as a service to the community and stuff like that. But there are competing interests, as there are in everybody's life. And a lot of the times people, the common denominator that they utilize in order to see whether or not they should be spending their time on any particular type of activity is it's usually money driven in some way or the other. So I don't have any plans on doing that, but I do want to at least kind of answer a lot of those questions that a lot of people have had in that sense. And let's see if we can get on with this. Maybe I can do something on a weekly basis. I'd like to do something a little bit more frequent than that. But I think before we were doing about a daily, sometimes twice a day. And let's see. Maybe in the future we do something like for like a, I don't know, $10 a week type thing, where they would be daily or every other day type videos, and I don't know. I have no idea. That's kind of just some thoughts I had in my head. So kind of let's recap a bit here. There isn't going to be much trading recap here. I really haven't prepared really for it at all. My only real preparation was to quickly kind of look over the last two videos that I did. I mean, obviously I'm following the markets. I'm still trading the markets and stuff like that. However, not as frequently as I had been doing before, because I really have had zero time. My trading has been quite significantly curtailed. And again, that's one of those types of things. You make a decision. Well, where am I going to make more? Where am I going to make more, money? What do I have invested? I have invested money in a lot of other projects, and it was some of those projects that were taking off. So, taking my money and putting it on the sidelines as far as my trading is concerned, the potential for the projects that I had invested in and stuff like that was many multiples more than I would make trading, unless I really scaled my trading up big time and was doing it like completely 24/7, which I wasn't interested in doing that. So I had done that for well over a decade of my life, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing it anymore, is because I don't want to be glued to a screen 24/7. So that's why I have this whole entrepreneurial, basically, like I say, quote unquote day job. So kind of let's get into it. I think the last that we had left off, this is a daily basis chart right here, but last we had left off was I think we were talking from the 2 seconds of videos I'd gone over. We were talking right about here, somewhere around here. Let's call this like the April 14th, 15th, right around here. And I kind of redrew this, just trying to bring the charts back to where we were then, because I like to, just try to keep things as real as possible as far as, I don't know. That's just me. It's my OCD. But anyway, I like to kind of see where we were before in the past, even though if it was 4 months ago. And what we were talking about, possibly a fifth leg coming up here to right around this a high 8800s, 8900 level, and actually we went way past that. We went past it and kind of made it to just about almost this 10,000 level. And have come down, obviously significantly from then. But one of the things I want to point out real quick is this Gann fan that we had drawn, a long time ago, right? I forgot exactly when we started drawing it, but I think it was like somewhere around here, around this early April time was when we were drawing this Gann fan. And this thing has worked out quite well, and I'm going to show you why. So this is a 4-hour basis, right? And let's just look at it, right? So we had this 1-to-1 line right here. We had this 2-to-1 line right here. We had this 3-to-1 line right here, right? 4-to-1, 4-to-1, 8-to-1, right? It's 8-to-1 right here. And look what happened, what the market did, right? The market pierced through it, came back down, tested it significantly. We also had the 55 EMA that was jumping around right here at the same time. Okay, and then the market continued to sell off, right? You can draw another Gann fan right here. I don't have it here right now because again, I wanted to show you guys, the work that was being done back here, how it can really tell you what's going to be going on in the future. And the market obviously, sold off, came down to this, 5,700 level, somewhere around there, right? And then it came back and it pierced right through the top of that Gann fan, right? And it's, hovered around here, went back up again, right? So you kind of have this, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And now what's happening? It's sitting right on top of that. Right on top of it. I mean, you can't make that stuff up. It doesn't get any more accurate than that. If you guys are looking for anything more than that, then it's really crystal ball type stuff. I don't have one. And this is the closest to my crystal ball that I can give you. And pretty cool stuff. Let's say very cool stuff. Now, okay, so so the market sold off here, right? Let's look at a few different things here, right? So we have this high here, we have this higher high here. And I'm just going to show you some basic things that we always were talking about for quite some time, right? And RSI here was higher than the RSI here, right? On balance volume going through this time period was slightly higher here than it was here. Still on an upward trend, right? Still on an upward trend. So something to obviously watch, right? You have your basic, support lines that you can draw right here. Let's say, for example, this 8850. The market pierced through it, came back up again, right? And that's really a time. That's like a really great sweet spot, right, to come in and short it. Okay, and then especially when the Laguerre right here then comes back down again, right, and then you can short this thing from there. Okay, next up I want to show is here, RSI here. We have this high here. This higher high here was lower. It was higher on the chart, but it was lower on the RSI right here. Okay, similar thing on the on balance volume. On balance volume was a little bit lower here than it was right here. Okay, but still, similar situation. It was going on in the prior peak. All right, and the market had sold off from there. Similar setup right here. You can put nice support lines right here. If it were to break through, come back and test it and sell off again, or you can do it right here, right? So just some basic setups, that just kind of wanted to go over. Also, even here on the long side, right? You see this setup right here, pierce right through. Didn't even give you a low risk entry to kind of get back in again. You would have to get back in over here and kind of pray that it doesn't come back down here. But that's where your stop levels would be. So I don't really want to say much more than this. I know I just wanted to kind of just have this this video just to kind of tell you guys that I'm coming back. In what capacity? I'm not sure. Hopefully more than less, but I still have quite a bit on my plate, to say the least. I have a ton on my plate, and I really need to see to that's done all properly. Let's go ahead and go do some support and resistance lines. Let's do the 1 hour support line. Well, actually, let me just delete these right here real quick. These are the old ones. All right, let's do this. 1 hour support is 6,421. Support 6,421. What else we got? We got a 4 hour resistance, 6,506. Yeah, I know. You guys are like, he still hasn't learned to do this beforehand, for God's sakes. 6,506. Okay, that's a 4 hour resistance. Next, let's take a look at things on a daily basis. Daily resistance, we have 6,751. So one other thing I wanted to mention was, we'd really like to, get this channel as big as possible. I don't really know why. I guess it's maybe it's an ego thing, but really I want to get this channel as big as we can. Oh, one of the other things, which was a shock to me, was that we got approved by YouTube to monetize our channel for like, it could basically comes down to like 25 cents a video. Laughable, but still, I don't know. Anyway, I just figured I'd mention it for somebody who may come back. Well, you do get paid something, even YouTube pays you. Yeah, okay. YouTube doesn't really pay us. But I just want to get this channel as big as possible. Also, so if you guys can go ahead and you guys can post this on any forum that you are possibly on. Also, go ahead and support us on DTube and Steam It. Links are down below there too. I'm clearly out of practice. It's been months and months since I've done this, but please go ahead, support us there. Just by liking the video and and just following the channel and stuff like that. So with that said, I hope you guys are all doing well and have been trading well. Excuse me. One thing I will leave this whole thing off on is that I am seeing some support in the market. Yeah, I mean, okay, it doesn't take a genius to say that there's obviously this like 5,800, some people may call it 6,000 support level, right? Clearly, we don't want that broken, right? Clearly, we don't want that broken, but on-balance volume is like a dead turkey. I mean, it is just completely dead. And that is awesome stuff to see when you want a bottom, right? Everybody has run away. Good. We want them to run away. I don't know if you guys ever remember with my videos, I always want this stuff to like really just like turn out dead to where nobody's looking at this anymore. And then you start buying in, right? So not trying to say that right now is the time to buy in. There is still obviously a lot of risk, but you can see kind of this whipsawness, is slowing down. It's slowing down, and that's really great. Kind of Wyckoff type of mentality that you want to see in a market. Okay, so anyways, hope everybody is doing really well. There may be a triple B trade on the horizon. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying it. I'm not bullish, but you never know. Anyway, again, hope you guys are doing really great, and speak to you soon. Happy trading.